Wittgenstein said that no one experiences death. It's not an event in life, and I disagree. Death is something one undergoes, and if that's true, then the deeper life is immortal, and a death experience is part of the journey. The surface of life, it seems to me, is like waves breaking on the shore and passing away, melting into the sands. But the undercurrent in the sea, the deeper life of the soul, is moving often in the opposite direction and into the unfathomable depths of the sea. Of course, exploring the inevitability of our death, like the existentialist did, is a temporary of the deeper life, and it leads to insight. We cannot succeed as Gilgamesh tried to extend his earthly life into immortality, like an infinite extension of physical life on earth. John Donne, the great storytelling theologian, said, "And if death is lived through, then there can be an everlasting life, not a life in which death does not occur, but a life that can endure death and survive it." You can think of the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament. It says it's a time to be born, a time to die. To everything there's a season. A time to weep and to laugh. A time of seeking and giving up. A time of keeping and casting away. Of lending and sowing. Of keeping silence. And a time of speaking, and so on. But if there's a life that can survive death, it is none of these things. To live and move through these is a tempering of the spirit. The spirit is more than these things. It is an individual's relationship to all of them, or each of them. Whatever season of life in which you are living, whether it be spring, summer, fall, or winter, if you are living the deeper life, you will have some awareness and intentional relationship to it, to all of these things. For me, the deeper life comes not in a Gilgamesh-type quest for extending human life forever. It's more like the Odyssey, where Odysseus is seeking to come home to his land, Ithaca, to his wife and son, Penelope. As I see it, the divine spirit is the lure of becoming calling us to life in this world and to find our home in and through this world so we can really live it and have the human adventure and create something lasting or of lasting beauty before we pass on through the portal of death. And part of this homecoming is finding your archetype and living it and expressing it in your own Ithaca. As I sit at Crow's Nest in the season of winter and fall, facing the new year, I contemplate what gifts I want to bring to my world this year, this cycle of seasons. How may I do it? How may I express it? And how do I want to share it? To live this deeper life requires a supporting mythology, a story of our local adventure here in the field of time. So I ask myself, what will you bring into time from eternity? And what comes is I know that I will bring love and hang it on a variety of structures to make it findable and accessible. This love is presence, it's encouraging, inspiring, it's witnessing and catalyzing and supportive. I will hang it on the scaffolding of workshops, here and abroad, of writings and videos, of individual consultations and psychotherapy sessions. And I know this love is not the scaffolding. The scaffolding is only the portal. Love is the medicine. Love was around before we arrived here, and it will remain, along with other energies after we are gone. I choose this year to bring in all my love and to add its presence in the world rather than adding to those other fear-based emotions. When I ask, what kind of story am I in that supports all this? For me, it's a spiritual adventure, a passing beyond the local self and a return to it, enriching and expanding it with what I gain from passing over into the other world, into the realms of possibility. It's also the adventure of answering the quest posed by my own archetype, which is, what am I here for? What is it I must be, do, and have to fulfill my reason for being here at this point in my life, during this year? The myth of the shaman and the myth of individuation have been my supporting stories. How about yours? What story are you in? What gifts will you bring this year?